Warm greetings from Rohini College of Engineering Technology video lecture series. I am Professor Radhika, Department of Chemistry. In this video, we discuss about the conservation of biodiversity. Particularly, we discuss the in situ conservation method. In this video lecture series, in the previous videos, we discussed about what is meant by environment, what is ecosystem, what is biodiversity, and its important values. Let us see the conservation methods followed in India. After the completion of this course, the students can able to understand the important features of ecosystem and biodiversity. Let us see what is meant by conservation. So conservation of biodiversity is nothing but maintenance and preservation of biodiversity. The management of biosphere so that it will yield the greatest sustainable benefit to the present generation while maintaining its potential to meet the needs of future generation. That is, maintenance and preservation of biodiversity is called as a conservation. This conservation of biodiversity is mainly classified into two types. One is in situ conservation and another one is ex situ conservation. So in situ conservation means the conservation process carried out naturally, that is in their original own habitat area. Outside the habitat area where the species are protected or conserved means it is known as a ex situ conservation. The biosphere reserves, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, gene sanctuaries. So these are the important in situ conservation places. Let us see the in situ conservation method. Biosphere reserve. So in India we have totally 7 biosphere reserves are there. It's a naturally original area. These areas are mainly used to protect a species for a long time. It covers large area, more than 5,000 square kilometers are occupied. The Gulf of Mannar, Nilagiri, Sundarbans are the best examples of biosphere reserves at India. So what are the important role of these biosphere reserves? These reserves gives long time survival of evolving ecosystem. It helps to protect the endangered species. It acts as a site of recreation and tourism. It is very useful for our education and research purpose. It helps to protect the maximum number of species and its community. The activities like tourism, explosives are not permitted in the biosphere reserve. The next method is a national park. National park is nothing but it is a protected area to conserve plants, animals together in a natural habitat. In India, we have totally 80 national parks are present all over the state. The Gir National Parks at Gujarat, Periyar National Park at Kerala, Bandipur National Park at Karnataka are the best examples of national parks. These national parks also used for enjoyment through tourism without affecting environment. It also used to protect and develop the wildlife. Grazing of domestic animals inside the national park is totally prohibited. All the private rights and forestry activities are prohibited within the national park. So, individual person cannot easily enter into these national park so that all kinds of species can grow naturally. Then the third one is a wildlife sanctuary. At present, 492 wildlife sanctuaries are available in our country. The best importance are Vedandangal Bird Sanctuary situated at Tamil Nadu, Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary also in Tamil Nadu, and also our Bat Sanctuary at Gujarat. So what are the roles of these wildlife sanctuaries means? These wildlife sanctuaries giving more attention to protect the wild animals. It allows the operations such as harvesting of timber collection of forest products. Here in this wildlife sanctuaries, the process of killing, hunting, capturing of wildlife are totally prohibited. And the fourth method is the gene sanctuary. So in northern India, we are having 2 gene sanctuaries. So gene sanctuary is the area where the plants are conserved. Like gene sanctuary for citrus, it belongs to lemon family. Gene sanctuary for pitcher plant, it belongs to that is pitcher plant, that is Danapanthus, an insect eat plant. So these are the four naturally habitat areas where the species are growing naturally. Okay, so the main advantages of this in situ conservation methods are, it is very cheap and convenient method. The species can easily adjust to the natural disasters like drought, flood and forest fire. The main disadvantages of this conservation method is, it requires a large surface area to preserve the biodiversity, so that we have to allocate more number of staffs for the conservation. The maintenance of the habitats is not proper due to the shortages of staff, and the pollution also one of the main reason for the drawbacks of this conservation method. So in this video we discussed that what is meant by conservation, what is meant by in situ conservation and ex situ conservation, what are the natural habitat areas are used for in situ conservation methods, what are the advantages of in situ conservation and disadvantages.